Well, hello and welcome to the 60 Up members page. This is Wellness Wednesday, and I'm Kathy Stevens, and we're here for another great morning workout. This is the month of ALS awareness. So please do check out stevensnation.com to find out more about what's being done currently for this very crippling disease and some really exciting long-term changes that are being made by dedicated people like the Stevens family, Eric Stevens, my nephew, and so many other people that have unfortunately been stricken with this disease. We are focusing on mind-body connection during this month because we know that any neurological disease, whether it's ALS or MS or so many others that have some type of a degeneration where the brain doesn't quite communicate normally or efficiently to the skeletal muscular system, that it is important that we try to recruit and keep those connections strong and healthy. So there are very specific exercises that can be done to help recruit that mind or that neuron muscle motor connection, and we are focusing on that today. And of course, the beauty is that when you're on the 60 up board, a lot of that is happening automatically without even having to schedule or plug it in. So just the fact that you're here working out on an unstable surface means that your brain is reactive. It's training in a more reactive way versus plotted out or very isolated. And that's what I love about this product, the 60 Up. I love about you joining me because this keeps it fresh, and hopefully I added a little extra challenge this month for you and you feel a difference. So let's get our neurological system wired up and woken up for today. I see Doug is in the house and Pat. I always appreciate when you put a text in so that I know that I'm being heard and seen, no technological difficulties. And then, of course, we'll come back for water breaks. And at that point, if there's anything else you need to tell me, please feel free to text it in the box. I do come back to the box and check it out during the week as well. So if there are questions or comments about the workout, if you're not watching live, maybe you are coming in at the after video recording of it, which it will be up here on the website for weeks and weeks and weeks if you want to repeat the workout or take it at a time that's more convenient for you. All right? So that's the great thing about this platform is we can work out together. We can be live and interactive, or it can be libraried and done at a convenient time. So with that said, we're going to get up. Today we will not be using the tubing or any of the extra equipment because, again, I'm really trying to focus in on that mind-body connection, joint specific, multi-joint specific, and really wake up the brain today. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get up and do it. I would like you to have a chair nearby. That way, if some of you are new that come into the workout and you feel like it's just a little bit too much because we do go a full hour, you can sit and do some of the same moves we're doing standing from the chair. So just place the chair behind your 60 up board or just sit and take a little break, water sip, whatever you need, and then join back in when you're feeling the endurance or the strength to do so. That's progressive training, but you have to promise you'll do it for me out there because I need you to be your best personal trainer. Really listen to your own body and know your limits. We'll get past them if you stick with it. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of a background beat on. Nothing too loud, just enough to give us some rhythm. Let's see. All right, come on up with me. Let's get behind the board. Hopefully you'll see, make sure I'm in full view of the camera. Come on back. I'm gonna scoot my board up just a bit. Now let's just stand up nice and tall. Start with just a nice posture evaluation. So toes and knees in the same direction. Feet under the hips. Hips level. Shoulders stacked. Head centered. And then abdominals just slightly braced, almost like a 360 band around your waistline. from here, let's start with the toes and the fingers. Let's go down and up. So as my heels come up, my fingers are going down. Fingers down, heels up. Now that takes a little coordination, and that's where the brain fun begins. Rise up, rise up, rise up, fingers down. Nice. Fingers up, toes up, and fingers up. So think about that. Fingers up, toes up. Nice. 4 more. And 3, 2, 1. Now just let's tap those fingers, sit back into your hips, and tap your toes. Rapid fire. Like you're playing the piano with those fingers. Tapping those toes, right, left. And then let's soften the knees down and up. Let's move into those knees and elbows by bending and extending. So you're doing like a little pole push and a knee bend, knee extension. Again, change your stance if you feel your feet are too far apart. Bring them in a little bit. Be nice and tall. Good. Bend, extend. You got this. Warming up that next joint, ankles, wrists, elbows. Nice. Push it. Push it. Push it. Very good. 4 more. Here we go. 4. Chin up, chest up. 3, 2, 1. Now the hips sit back and up and back. So let the hips just go back towards your back wall. But this time, we're going to reach one arm up, flexing at the shoulder as we flex at the hip, and alternate arms. So right arm, good, and then left arm. Great. Again, lift and drop. You got it. Continue nice, fluid breathing. Inhale and exhale. Again, sit back, flex the hip joint, flex the shoulder joint. Again, lift and lower. Bring it up, bring it down, and up. Good. Couple more. Sit them back. Push them front. Excellent. One more time. Sit and drop. Now from here, let's roll those shoulders down and around. Pull them back. Get that scapula moving. Get that shoulder girdle loosening. Good. Round it around. Up, back, and down. And now how about the hips? Let's take and make a circle with your hips. That's it. Stir it up. Just lean those hips. Front side, back side. Let's go the other direction. Nice. You got this. And then let's bring it back to the center. And let's take that arm up and over. Flex the spine side to side. Other side. Let's do that again. Reach up and over. And back. And over. And back. And over. Feel that nice long stretch down the side of the body. And shoulder girdle. Here we go. Up and over. Nice deep breath. Up and over. 2 more. Up and over. Last one. Now let's do our nice little roll through the spine. Flexing and extending. Come down with a little bit of a arch feeling in your back. And then roll through. Flex and tuck. Really feel that nice circulation being drawn towards the spine. Synovial fluid, the blood flow. Try to sense what's happening as you start from the pelvis and roll up through the neck. Tuck and roll. Good, 2 more. Really addressing the core. Last one. Excellent. Now standing up nice and tall, let's twist, and then let's bring it back. And then let's twist, and let's bring it back. So let's just rotate, look behind. Notice my arms are switching position. I'm crossing over, holding the right pole with the left hand, and then bringing it back to center. Holding the left pole with the right hand and bringing it back to center. Boy, we're starting a little bit of that cross action, which again is very stimulating for the brain. Here we go, crossing that midline. You can let your feet or heels pivot a little bit too, but try to let the spine do most of the work. So look behind and twist. Neck, mid-back, all the way down towards the lower back and hips. Let's do 2 more. To the right, and then to the left. And back to center, very nice. Now let's move on up that chain to the neck. Let's look right, center, left, center, right, center. How about a tilt? Let's tilt right, center, left, center. So today's joint by joint warm-up is to just kind of connect the dots between the movement and the segments of the body. From feet, hands, to core, to head and neck. Here we go. 2 more. One right. Let's just do a nice slow half circle roll down to the front. This one just feels great. And back. Allow your eyes to move with your neck. So look down towards the floor and then look up towards the ceiling behind. Good, nice deep breaths. Excellent. Let's do 2 more. Down and behind, and then down and behind. And then let's bring that head back to center. Give me a little shrug action. Up and down with that scapula. That little floating joint. Good. Lift up, shrug down, lift up, shrug down. Good job. Now let's put the heels into this and get a nice body pump. Heels, shrugs, hands. Feel that whole body core engaged. Gluteals tighten up. Waistband pulls in. Get a nice little percolation going here. Here we go. Squeeze up. Beautiful. Feel those muscles contracting, acting. 2 more. Last one. And then let's relax. Good. Bring the feet together with a soft march. Excellent. Your blood flow should be out there. Your brain should be connected to those joints, to that body. Now, easy patterning on the floor. We're going to start with a little march, because patterning is also a really good exercise for brain, memory, recall, rhythm, coordination. So march, march. We're going to do 3 with a tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3. Same thing, but we're going to tap on board instead of the floor. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2. Good. Same thing, but lift. Lift. 1, 2. Lift. Lift. Again. Pause it. 2 more. That's it. All right, now let's bring the feet together. We're gonna step, tap, step, tap. So just waking up some of those lateral muscles and your brain for lateral movement, a different plane of motion. Again, nice to wake up that brain to different movement patterns than what you're used to in everyday life. Here we go, step, tap, step, tap. Let's double this up. Step, together, step, tap. Again, a little rhythmic pattern. Here we go. Step, together, step, tap. Excellent. 2 more like that. 1 more. Then we're going to add a cross back. Challenge the brain. Cross back. Step, cross back, step. Did you get it? Step, cross back, step, tap. Step, step. I almost missed that one. Step, cross back, step. And you can kind of move with the poles if that's easier. Step, cross, step, tap. Step, cross. And I know this isn't easy, so if we just want to keep doing the double side step, feel free. Step, cross, step, tap, step, cross, step, tap. 2 more. Are you glad about that? Last one. And then we're going to stay on this side. Hold on. Up, over, up, down. Up, over, up, down. Up, over. So notice I'm crossing the midline with that outside leg. Up, down, up, out. Up. Now tap the board on that cross. Up, tap it. Up, drop it. Are you there? Try to balance. The other hand could just be on your hip. Good. Now if you can, tap your heel instead of your toe as you cross. Tap your heel instead of your toe. Up, heel. You got it. Up, heel. And that's the last one. Now let's just ease over to the other side. Because what we do on one side, of course, we always have to do on the other side. So line up, and once again, just start with a cross, up, and a cross down. Here we go. Stand nice and tall. Up first. Up, cross, up, out. Up, cross. Good. Stay tall and get really settled on this leg. And then as you get a little more comfortable, see if you can tap the board and then go out to the floor. Up, tap, up, out. Good. Crossing that midline with that leg. Let's add the ankle. So heel tap instead of toe. Again, up, heel tap. You got it. Up, heel tap. I know that's a lot to think about, a lot of different joint actions. So that's that nice stimulation for that mind-body connection. Are you still with me? Heel tap, knee up, and out. Whew. You might have to do this workout a couple times before you get this down. 2 more times. Up, cross. Last one. Beautiful. And bring it back to center. Nice. Oh, those hips are warmed up now. Let's step on board. Come on to the 1-in-1 spot and let's just rock it out for a second. Get comfortable with a little bit of a rock. Excellent. So we did some of that cross patterning. Some people like to call it cross crawl on the ground, but now I'm going to do it up on the board, okay? So I want you to go from a rock. We're going to go rock, rock, rock. Now stable. Bend your knees. Cross right, down. So just cross and tap that bar a little bit low with the foot. Tap and go. Tap and go. Cross. Now see if you can bring more of the knee over instead of just the heel. Good. Knee towards the pole. Knee. Now it's okay to glance down occasionally just to make sure you're still centered up on that board, but try to keep your head as high as possible. And don't get in too much of a habit of keeping your nose and your head and your vision down, because otherwise your neck will start to bother you. So look up as soon as you know you're centered and safely on that board. Again, tap, cross. Tap, tap. 4 more. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Now back to a rock, but it's a little wider rock. Knees and toes are out. Just let that body settle down. Clear those pathways a little bit, those neural pathways. It's something simple. Just a rock. Right, left, right. Feel the control you have through your feet, through your toes, through your heels. Excellent. Keep going. That's it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now walk the toes in and the heels in. Bring it up to the center. So one foot is on either side of the red line. And now let's do a little balance work in the center. Start by just lifting heel and dropping. Heel, drop. Heel, heel, heel. Now let the toe come up. Toe, toe. Make that shift. Stay as centered as you can. Head up. Chest up. Nice. There'll be a little bit of rock action, but not much. Try to steady it, center it. Now bring that knee up higher if you're able to. Lift, 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 lift. Up, up. Good work. Now we're gonna do a little cross patty cake. So up, cross, up, cross. See if you can bring that knee and palm together. You gotta hold on with one hand as you let go with the other. Good, you got this. And if that's not comfortable, that's okay. Feel free to just do the knee, or maybe just do the arms and keep both feet flat. That's good too. Got some options to decelerate it if you need to. Now let's see if you can reach up instead of patty cake. Reach up, reach up, up, up. Excellent. Feel that brain being stimulated. Lift, lift, cross it, reach it, up, back, back. Beautiful. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, let's rock it out a little bit. Step it out a little bit. Get comfortable again. We're going to come down and get a little water, okay? So drop down, step off, and let's take a little water break. Let me see how you're all doing. Make sure there's no comments or questions in the box while I'm back there. Awesome. All right. Looks like you're all doing well, and it's good you're not commenting. That means you're working out with me. All right, let's get on back to that workout. Got a lot to do today. Okay, so coming back behind. Now, one of the nice ways that let's just kind of keep the feet moving in a slow, easy march. Right, left. Another way to stimulate our brain and our patterning is with patterns. So we're going to do a little what I like to call 60 up, step up pattern. See if we can get you there to remember the pattern. So march in place to begin with, nice and slow. Good. Now we're going to start with a basic step, which I think most of you know what that is. Up, up, down, down. And the right leg will lead. Ready? Here we go. Up, up. Again. Up, up. stepping just right alongside that red line in the center. Full foot on, full foot off. This is move 1. Let's do 2 more. Let's do 1 more. Now, outside or wide step. Sometimes I call it a V step. That's move 2. Again, full foot on, but the toes are turned out a bit. It's a little wider approach coming up and down. Up, up. Again. 2 more. Last one. Now basic 2 times. And now wide step 2 times. Again. 1 of each. Ready? Basic, wide step. Do that again. Basic to wide. One more time, basic to wide. Then we're going to add a 3rd step. All right, knee up. Ready? Knee. Now watch the cross. That's going to be tricky. You cross, lift. Again, step, lift. Cross your body, cross, lift. Right leg cross over to the left. Left leg cross to the right. Good, you got this. Knee up. You've got to turn your full body in the direction you're going. So foot, knee, hip, and torso. Step, knee up. Again, step, lift. Couple more. Again. How you doing with this? Did you get that cross, lift, cross, lift? Let's do 1 more. Cross, lift. All right, back to basic, remember? What came after this? You know. Now, cross, lift. Were you with me? 1 more. Back to basic. 1. Wide step. What's next? Cross lift. You're getting it. Again. Ready from the top? Basic. Wide. Cross lift. I guess I shouldn't be telling you, taking all the brain game out of it. All right, this time you're on your own. Ready? And now? Are you going to add on next time? New move. Step, touch. Step, touch the ball. Other side. Step, touch the ball. Again. Step, touch. Right in the center. Good. Keep trying it. Step, tap. Nice. Stay with me. Have to get off timing, that's okay. We'll catch it up again. Step and tap. Again. Step and tap. Step and tap. Now after you tap, that foot comes back down to the floor. That's the tricky part. Step, tap, back to the floor. Step, tap, back to the floor. Good. You got it. Let's do 1 more. Then let's stay on the floor for a second and give me a little heel drop. Now we're going to start with the left leg this time and put those moves together because we've been doing a lot of leading on our right. Are you ready? What was the first move? Do you remember? Up, up. Second move. Third move. little early in the game to memorize, right? And then the step, tap the ball. Again. Let's do 2 more of these. Step, tap, 1 more of these. And now from the top, basic. Up, up, down. V-step or wide, out, out. Cross knee lift. Cross knee the other side. You can get this, I know you can. Tap that ball, step, tap. Other side, step. We're gonna do 2 more, so we're doing 4 of these. Step, tap. Again. How'd you do that time? From the top, ready, basic. I know you can get this. Wide. Cross lift. Other side. Cross lift. And 4 taps up. Are you with me? 2 more. Are you ready for a new move? All right, step out and pull in. Good. Out, in, out, in. Step, lift, step. So that's just a floor, step, squat, and close. Out, in, out, in. 4 more. 3, 2. Let's put it together from the right. Basic. V-step. Cross knee. Other side. Tap the red ball. Just 2 of these. Other side. Now step out, out, in, out, in. All right, left side up. Basic. How'd that go? V-step. Knee up. That's the full pattern, guys. We're almost home. Now tap the ball. Step, tap, step, down, step, tap. Here comes that squat out, out, in, out. I should have told you what side, shouldn't I have? All right, left basic. Up, up. V-step. Knee up. Ball tap. Ball tap. All right, left leg, ready? Side out, in, right out, in, left out, in, right leg basic. What's next? I'm gonna let you guess. How you doing? Other side. Tap that ball. Other tap. Left leg ready? Out, in, out, in. 2 more. All right, left side basic. Last time. Up, up, wide out. Knee up. Other side. Cross that step. Tap that ball. All right, right side out. Squat, in, squat. Oh, think quick, right? Can we do it once more? Right lead, ready, up. I know I said that was the last time. Let me give you one more chance. Knee up. Other side. Tap that ball. Squat left. All right, heel drop center, clear the docks. The brain docks. Let them bounce. Chest up. Chin up. Let's tap the fingers while we're at it. Whew, doesn't it feel good not to have to think so hard? Let's just react now. Let your bones react to the little bit of bouncy going through the heels. Excellent. All right, now, let's widen our stance a little and squat back and pull them up. Squat back, stretch the fingers, pull them up. Squat back, stretch the fingers, pull the heels up. Squat back, stretch the fingers, pull the heels up again. Keep going. Nice. Inhale and exhale. Good. You got this. Brain is having to multitask. Beautiful. Two more. Last one. Awesome. All right, let's turn to the side, facing right. Put your left hand on your right pole. Bring your feet together. Now from here, we're gonna step up and tap, down and tap, up, tap. Now try to find the center point on your board to make a little shift in the body to balance it as much and as quick as you can when you step up, balance. Again, step, balance, tap, step, balance, tap, step. Good. Now this time, step, knee lift. Step, knee up. Again, step, knee up. Good. Find that center. Try to make that ankle react. Level that board as best you can, best you can. Good. Whew. Step, balance. Again, step, balance. Now this next time, as we step up, this leg will go outside like you're kicking a can away from you. Outside. So, the right leg lifts out to the side. You step, lift. Abducting the leg, out and away. Again, keep the posture tall. Don't lift so high that you feel like you're taking your hip or your pelvis out of alignment. Only high enough where you feel that hip muscle contract to the outside. Stay nice and tall. Nice. Again, step, balance, lift. Step, balance, lift. It's only an inch or so. It's not a big lift. Just like you're pushing maybe, I don't know, a low can away from your body. A paint can. Good. One more. Next time it's going to go towards the rear. So back, tap down. And on this one we can reach and lift the leg at the same time. Reach. Again. Step. And notice I'm doing a full body tilt on this. So my body is leaning in a nice long line. Good. Try to balance that board. I know it's hard. It wants to rock forward or back. But see if you can get it to plane in the center as best as possible. Step. Plane. Again. Good. Couple more. Now we're going to do a combo. So start with the knee up, then go to the side leg out, then go to the rear leg back, then do a side out again. There's your pattern. Let's try it together. Ready? Step, front, step, side, step, rear, step, side. You got it again. Be tall. Chin up, chest up. Beautiful. You still know it. Behind. Make sure you lean forward as it goes behind. Not too big on the side. One more time through. Here we go. Step. Front. I'm not going to tell you. You should know by now. Where are we in that pattern? Awesome. All right, bring it down. March it around. Whew, that was a lot of work on that standing leg. See, sometimes we think it's the one that's lifting that's getting all the work, but it's the one that's stabilizing that's actually working just a bit harder. All right, now put your right hand on your left pole. Let's take and step, tap. Again, step, tap. Now on these taps, your toe just touches down on the board and then you step off. Step, toe, tap, step, foot, down. And this is just to get a better sense of working in this side position and also trying to center that board as quick as you can. It might flop forward or back initially, but try to bring it back to center. See if you can do it. Creep up, creep down. Here comes the knee up. Instead of the tap, lift, balance. Step, lift. Find that center, pull it together. Lift. Again. Up. You got this. Lift. Step, lift. Balance. Excellent. And now we're going to step side lift. To the side. Push that paint can away. Remember, it's not a big lift with that leg. It's like you're scooting a paint can on the floor away from you. Down low. Again, step, lift. Keep that core tight. Keep that head high. Excellent. Again, step, push away. Beautiful. You want to feel a little contraction in the outer hip on that left side. But you're still going to feel the strength in that right leg as you stabilize. Step, lift, step to the floor. Step, lift. How about to the rear? Remember, you have to lean on this one just a bit forward. And if you want, you can reach that arm out as well. Step, reach. This is probably the hardest one to keep the board centered because your body weight is coming forward, so your board is going to want to go forward as well. Just be aware of it. Nothing wrong with it bottoming out to the front. Good. Step. Good. Again. Step. Reach. Leg to the rear, but not too high. It doesn't have to be feet. It can be inches. Good. Or for those of you like centimeters, it could be centimeters. Up, reach. Again, up, reach. Leg behind. Lean in front. Lift. Couple more. Now let's do the combo. Ready? Knee, up, step down. What's next? Leg, where? Step down. Then what? And finish the pattern off. Let's do it again. You got it. Step, knee, step, side, step, rear, not too high, step, side. Keep going. I'm not going to tell you. What's next? Are you with me? Let's do it again. Step, up. Step, out. Good job. One more time through. Did you get it? All right, on the floor, turn it front. Let's just ease those feet a little bit. Heels up, heels down. Circle the wrists around. Excellent job, everybody. Let's take the right foot and just wiggle that like you're putting a cigarette out on the floor. Just wiggle, wiggle. Let the heel pivot in and out. Other side, toe down, heel up. Turn it in and out. Good. Awesome. All right, now let's take it down to the back. Straighten the legs. Fold at the hip and tap your feet one at a time. Right, left, or left, right. Holding your poles, keeping your spine long and strong. Keep your neck long, your belt line pulled up. Just tap those feet. You're going to start to feel some nice stretching going on behind those legs. So we're ready to start our warm down, to cool down, to relaxation. Good. Tip tap, tip tap. Keep the hips back. Nice. 8 and 7 and 6. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's just bend the knees real slow. And then all the way up. Real tall. Again, sit back, bend the knees. All the way up. Let me show you this from the side. So you're just kind of melting into your hips, knees, and then you're bringing it all back up to standing. Lead with the hips though. Bend the knees, the ankles, and start that curl back up. Sit back. Let the hips roll under a little bit as you come back up. Feeling a nice stretch in the lower back as you tuck the hips under on the roll through. Good. You got this. That should feel really nice to some of those posterior muscle groups of your body. Again, knees, ankles, hips, spine, shoulders, neck. Awesome. Stay tall now. Let's take it out a little wider with the knees and toes in a slightly outward direction. Now let's lunge it side to side. Good. You got this. Now press your chest, cross your mid. So it's almost like your shoulders coming to tap the opposite pole. So as you lunge to the right, your left shoulder comes front. As you lunge to the other side, the opposite happens. So left to right, right to left. Let your feet pivot enough so that your heels pivot and turn, toes and knees moving simultaneously in that outward direction. Nice. Inhale, exhale. Lift up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. Good job. Exhale down. Full pivot, melt into it. Full pivot, melt into it. 2 more. Smooth it out, smooth it out. And then we're going to stay to the right. Now, take your left hand, grab your right handle. Place your right hand on your thigh and lean in. Wiggle the back foot a little further back until you feel a nice stretch in the calf muscle of the back leg. Pull in here through your core and place your hand on the thigh to get a little lower into the lunge. Hold here. Knees and toes always in the same direction. Just breathe. Inhale up. Exhale down and try to straighten the front leg. Inhale up, bend the knee. Exhale down, try to straighten the front leg. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. One more, inhale up. Push the hip forward. Exhale down, straighten the front knee without putting pressure on the kneecap. And then from here, come back to center. Back leg is gonna kind of just step in, step in, step in until you get your body alignment a little taller and not quite so out there in the stretch. But then we're gonna pivot, turn, heels, toes, knees. Right hand, left pull. Left hand, left thigh. Slide the back heel back until you feel a nice lengthening stretch down that calf of the right leg. Hold here. Just let it sink, let it stretch. Pull in or brace a little bit around that waistline. That's it. Just feel a little bit of an inward pull, but a 360 around the waist, almost like you had a belt and you can tighten that belt up equally around the spine. Good. Now from here again, we're going to allow your body to come forward with a straight leg and then back with a little more of a hip movement or stretch here. Again, rock forward and lift. Inhale, exhale forward. Inhale up. If those legs start to get a little too far apart, especially if you're on a slippery floor, just ease them back closer to each other. You want to feel a nice stretch without feeling like your stride is so big that you're not comfortable. So you need to be wide enough in your stance to feel the stretch, but comfortable enough to enjoy the stretch. Again, lean in, exhale, lift up, inhale. Lean forward, exhale. Lift up, inhale. Last one. And then gently ease your foot in, bring yourself back to center. Take your time. Now just walk the toes in, the heels in. The toes in, the heels in. Stand tall. Tighten everything up, level everything up. Tall like a pillar. Head over shoulders. Shoulders back and down. Leveled over pelvis. Nice pull in around the waistband. Knees in the direction of the toes. Body in anatomical neutral. And from here, we're just gonna shake off unnecessary stress and tension. Just let it wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then I'm gonna invite you to come get a drink of water and have a chair to finish our final few stretches in, okay? So come on around. Whew, the hard work is done. But we still want to do a little brain relaxation. Hi, Vicky. Glad to see you made it. And she will work out later, like all of you can repeat or work out later if you don't make this live at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And take a few sips. Hydration is so key, not only when you're exercising, but just especially as these summer months come along. So let's get as much as we can in during the workout and then even afterwards throughout the day. All right, so final cool down. Let's go ahead and sit down, but have some nice tall seated posture. So you can either sit without support, or if you want to, put a ball or a pillow between yourself and the ball so that you don't slouch, because sometimes we tend to, if we depend on that chair back, we look a little more like this, and trying to avoid that. So you can put a little pillow or a ball, soft ball like this, and that will oftentimes help you feel very relaxed in the tall seated posture. You don't have to work so hard to keep it up, especially during the cool down. So what I want you to do is to start by just sitting tall. I'm going to try to get to where you can see my feet and my body. Bear with me for a second as I scoot around here. And put your hands on your thighs and just start tapping your fingers on your thighs. Inhale slowly, exhale slowly as you do a little tactile stimulation with finger to thigh, playing a very rapid piano. Head over shoulders, chest lifted, abdominals braced slightly. Now I want you to cross the right hand over the left and the left hand under the right and continue the tapping. And just see if that feels a little different as you breathe in nice and deep through the nose, inhale, and through the mouth, exhale. Bring it back to right, right, left, left. Inhale. Through the mouth, exhale. Now left over right, right under left. Keep tapping. Inhale. And exhale. And back right to right, left to left. Inhale. And exhale. Now moving those fingers up to shoulders. Let's start with right on right, left on left. Inhale, tapping. Exhale. Right over left, left under right. Inhale, tapping. Good posture. Exhale. Right on right, left on left. Tapping. Inhale. Exhale. Soften your gaze. Look forward. And then left over right, right under left. Tapping. Inhale. Exhale. And last one, right on right, left on left. Tapping. Arms up and out. Inhale. And exhale. And melt the arms down. And just know a lot is reacting when you do the tapping exercise, a lot to reset some of the neurons and really de-stress the brain as well as coordinate the brain. All right, now simple final stretch for the neck. We're going to gently let the head fall towards the right. Now with the head to the right, we're going to take the right arm and just rest the hand on the side or the top side of the head. Don't pull, just rest. We're going to take the left hand and we're going to grab or wrap around the rib cage and just gently tug towards the left as you hold the right side. And as you're here, feel comfortable. Don't put too much weight on the head, but take your eyes and glance hard with your eyes only towards the ceiling on the left side. And take in 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Drop the shoulder on the left side. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now let the chin come down. Pull the head, just tuck it a little bit towards your nose, towards your collarbone. Hold, hold, hold. Let go with the hand. Let the head come up. Look up to the ceiling. Bring it to the center. Look down to your lap. Bring it back to the center. All right, relax the arms. One more side to go. So now we're going to let the head tilt to the left. Get a comfortable tilt. Take the left hand up. Just rest it. Don't pull it. Just rest it on the kind of top side of your head. Take the right arm, grabbing the left rib cage. Tug a little bit, not much. Look with your eyes hard to the ceiling on the right side. Inhale 3 times with a nice slow exhale. through the nose on the in, through the mouth with the out. Now take the head and tuck that chin towards the collarbone on the left side. Looking down. Bring the chin to the center, look down to the floor. Bring the head up, look up to the ceiling. Let the arms release to the lap. Bring the head back to center. How do you feel? Think about it. Do you feel a little relaxed, a little refreshed, hopefully a little stress reduced? Those final stretches are geared at stimulating that parasympathetic nervous system that helps us come back to peace and relaxation. So I hope it worked for you, and I hope you had a wonderful mind, body, spirit, all together workout here with me, Kathy Stevens, on the 60 Up board. I look forward to your comments. I do check in during the week to see if anybody had questions or comments about the workout or anything. And I look forward to seeing you again next week for Wellness Wednesday. So thank you again for being here. Don't forget, Dan's here every Tuesday, Thursday with a wide variety of exercises. And it really is great to shake it up by doing a little bit of everything, and in particular, making sure to get your workouts on the 60 Up, preferably 3 days a week if you can. All right, thanks guys, signing off, and let's see if there's any comments in the box. Pat, thanks for saying thanks. Doug, thanks for liking the workout. And again, Vicky, I hope you enjoy it when you get a chance to do it as well. All right, signing off. Take care and have a great week.